Hey guys, hey Andre, come on man, I was like 30 seconds. That's like 30 seconds after the start and you're asking me if I'm late. It's all good, man. Hey Dolores, nice to see you. How's everyone? Hey Jean, nice to see you. Bring on the whiskey. Bring on the whiskey. Yeah, I got it here. I got drink a little bit of it later. I think it's more like a spirit kind of thing. I read a little bit about it. I haven't tasted it yet, but pretty sure it's gonna taste awesome. Right, Fabio, nice to see you again. Prasad, nice to see you. Francis, Yen Chong, Joa, Diane, oh, Robin Shekel, nice to see you guys. Right, nice to see. Hey, Palita, nice to see you. You guys can hear me, right? Are you guys able to hear me? Check my audio. Yeah, it should. Yeah, it's all good, all good. So I haven't created that little sign yet. Um, okay, cool. Yeah, all good, man. Yeah, the nice to see you back, Dolores. Right? How long were you gone? Yeah, today is it's okay. Sound and screen's all right. Um, awesome stuff. Right. Yeah, the sound works. I need to get that little sign that just shows everyone that hey, just did a sound check. Sound works. Today's yeah, today's session actually on a where's oh yeah, I was just looking for water. Yeah, today's session is a little bit on quite heavily on my FX book. In my personal professional opinion, my FX book compared to a couple of other copy trading kind of softwares out there, it is one of the better ones, right? But there are people who get confused between Signal Start, my FX book, Auto Trade, right? And today we'll dive a little bit into it. It's quite exciting. Yes, I will remember my disclaimer, Andre. um, Fabio, I have to conduct my webinars through a GoToWebinar, right? This tool, yeah. Maybe in the future we can explore like broadcasting it through different mediums. But for me, I don't think GoToWebinar allows you to like pull questions in from different places. That's why, right? But anyway, no worries. Just curious, who is here? Who is here for the first time? Who is here? Who is here for first time? Joa, nice try. It's definitely not your first time, man, right? Maybe it's the first time this week. That's about it. Right? Anyone here for the first time? Just like to get an idea, right? Every time feels the first time because I learn new things. Thank you very much, Francis. Right, I'm always trying to teach you guys new things, which is awesome. Sometimes I might run out of stuff. Harrison, nice to see that you're here for the first time. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Second time at Brighton, nice to see you. Audie, right? Nice to see you. First time here. Yeah, Francis is very nice. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the show, man. First time here. So for those of you guys who are here for the first time or the second time, right? This is our weekly webinar sessions, right? We have 2 webinars a week, on Tuesdays and on Wednesdays. Tuesdays is theory. So we usually cover, sometimes it's on fundamentals, sometimes on technical, we teach some advanced methods of analysis, right? But on Wednesday is our live market analysis session where we look at the markets together. We make some bold calls, right? If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, I can't run anywhere because it's always me answering to you guys every week. I hope you got in on the euro dollar setup last week. It was a killer, right? It's really great. Ifyani, right? I think the sound works. Yeah. Sound works for sure. Right. Sound works for sure. Just let me reply. Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, sound works for sure. Okay. Yeah. So before I move further on, right? I kind of want I need to cover this disclaimer, right? So this webinar is purely educational in nature, right? So anything covered in this webinar should not be construed as investment or trading advice. So please do your own little due diligence before you start trading. All right. Jeremiah, I see you typing the letter A very often. Are you trying to tell me a secret message or something? Nima typing A too. Did I? Is there something I don't know about? Is why is everyone typing A? Anyway, guys, yeah, please do your own little due diligence before you start trading. Thank you, Yan Chong. Yeah, euro dollar was perfect. Word. Yeah, my T-shirt is not really new, but yes, I think it's the first time wearing this for a while. All right, I think it helps blend my hide my fats a little bit better. right? Not so tight and stuff. But yeah, not very fancy, yeah, but I like I like the texture. It's something different, right? Oh, yeah, all good now. Yeah, good thing that it's dry. Yeah, right. I got your play on pun there. Right, first time, Fabian. Nice to see you. Where are you guys tuning in? Right? Am I sponsored by Super Dry? Damn it! I should ask them to sponsor me. Right? I'm like every single session. I'm like, I think I have at least like 30 webinars already that I consistently wear Super Dry. So yeah, I should ask them to sponsor. But anyway, I drink a lot of Super Dry beer. I'm not sure if you all know Asahi, right? It's actually part of the family business, right? Asahi Super Dry, around my wife's family business, right? So yeah, we're sponsors of Asahi Super Dry, which has nothing to do with the shirt, right? So yeah, probably gonna make my own shirt one day, right? Maybe I'm gonna put my cat on it. I might just put my cat on a shirt, but IC Markets might give me a call and tell me, "Yo, can you just change out the shirt or something?" Right? Um, Ankit, yeah, we'll be kind of looking at live trades usually on Wednesdays, right? So I'll be showing you the structure, our schedule when it comes to trading. But before we begin, right, today's agenda, we're going to look at MyFX book. We're going to look at, what is MyFX book beyond a very, very useful. It's kind of like the industry standard when it comes to like monitoring trades, the performance of trades. Drawdown is really, really good tool, right? And from there, because they're monitoring so many trades, they actually built this whole concept of signal start and auto trade where you can copy people. It's a really, really great concept, right? So I'll be looking a little bit at the registration process of Signal Trade Later, filtering your selections, being very picky, but also being like MyFX book has auto trade rather has some really, really cool features I can show you when it comes to kind of tweaking the way you copy, which is why I like it more or less most, right? But without further ado, right, for those of you guys who are here for the first time, right, introducing your speaker for today, right, your host, it is me, Desmond Leong, right? So I run the award-winning research firm, Everest Fortune Group. So Everest Fortune Group. Sorry. I keep saying this so many times on autopilot, but I still screw it up, right? So and also the Forex Army. So we are finalists for 2019, 2020, and 2021 for best FX research and best equity research, right? So we got a very strong team of CFA, CMT, and CFTE accredited traders, right? So our main business regularly advising banks, brokers, and hedge funds on where the markets are heading, right? But we have a special partnership with IC Markets where we bring you guys the institutional grade stuff, right? We show you guys how to apply Fibonacci, support and resistance, RSI, stochastic, chart patterns, a lot of these different things that help you up your game, right? So the we have a lot of testimonies pouring in, right, saying that turn your trading around from being unprofitable to profitable, 50% to 70%, 70 to 80% hit rate, just by applying our new approach, right? And all this is given free to you guys. Of course, IC Markets, it's not free for IC Markets, right? But it's free for you guys. Every single session, we teach, right? And we hold nothing back in teaching you guys. So what I always like to tell you guys to do, especially those of you guys who are here for the first time, second time, right? Do your it doesn't take 30 years, to be a good trader. It just takes 30 days of concentrated learning the right stuff, right? I'll be showing you where to get some of the good stuff later, right? But take it from me, I'm a young guy, right? I just turned 31, right? My birthday was actually on Sunday, right? So wait, was it this Sunday? Shit, it was last Sunday. Oh man, time flies. Right. Yeah. So yeah, I just turned 31. Right. And if anything, I just want to let you guys know it doesn't take, it doesn't take another 30 years. It doesn't take a guy who is, some 30-year-old analyst, 30 years veteran analyst on Bloomberg to be a good trader. All you need to do is learn the right stuff. All right. So if you want to find me on Instagram, you can find me over here, Comfy Desmond. Really chill kind of Instagram. You find my cat there most of the time. Recently, I've been losing a lot of FIFA. Right. So anyway, if you guys know, IC Markets just sponsored OG. For those of you guys here who play Dota, I'm not sure who plays Dota here, Valorant, who are gamers over here, right? But yeah, IC Markets just sponsor them. It's great stuff. right? I'll be touching a little bit on some gaming stocks in the next few sessions, right? We'll look at diversifying our portfolio. Oh, Andre plays Dota. Awesome stuff, man. Right. So yeah, IC Markets is sponsored past the reigning champions OG, right? Playing yeah, before the Dota. All right, yeah. Oh, birthday was on 10, Robin. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday. And thank you, Dolores. Thank you, Marian, for the birthday wishes. Right. But yeah, so we'll be looking a little bit at gaming shares, diversifying beyond Forex into shares, into top-down sector rotation. Awesome, really, really advanced stuff in the next few weeks as I cover my last session on social trading, which is actually, I really love social trading, especially if done right, right? So I am very, very critical, right, when it comes to picking the right people to trade. So hopefully in today's session, I will let you guys see through my lenses, like what I feel are the best kind of traders to that you can follow, and maybe within them you kind of do a little bit more filtering, right? So yeah, Carl, the drawdown calculation is slightly flawed, right? I will touch a little bit on drawdown calculation, which my FX book uses. Anyway, if some of you guys want to find some of my indicators and EAs, especially my trade management tool, which will definitely help you be a better trader, head over to theforexarmy.com, right? I'm yet to overhaul that site, but yeah, it functions now. Now, guys, I was gonna say something before I start over here. Oh yeah, my usual stuff. I forgot. Let's see. For those of you guys here for the first time, head over to IC Markets More, and you want to click on Webinar. Okay, you want to click on Webinar, right? And you want to click on previous webinars over here. So I'm just going to send the link in the group chat, right? So please, oops, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah, please head over to here, right, and watch the previous webinars. You can filter based on English, if it's easier for you, filter English webinars, right? And there are many, you can start from introduction to Forex. I touch a lot on support, resistance, price action, trade management, retracement, right? I talk about extension, advanced stochastic and RSI strategies, correlation, pretty advanced stuff, right? Please head over there. Yes, no problem, Yvonne, right? Head over there and watch this stuff. They're the good stuff, right? And go through them. Is long, it's tedious, but no one ever said learning to trade was like a walk in the park, right? So go through them bit by bit, right? Take your time, maybe once a day, or maybe once every few days. Go through one webinar, learn and learn and learn. We're making big steps towards running a trading room for you guys, right? Hopefully, we can do that starting from next month. I'll keep you guys in the loop, right? So I'll be able to guide you all better when it comes to trading, right? So you will notice some live analysis sessions there. So live analysis sessions are, let me just show you, click on that. IC Markets live analysis sessions, right? You go to playlists, right? Trading analysis, right? So every single week we record the previous webinar, right? So that's me with a different shirt, right? Me with a different shirt. So if you toggle long enough, you'll find some days that I wear the same shirt multiple times. Hopefully, I need to check up on that before I do tomorrow's webinar, right? But yeah, live analysis sessions every Wednesday to guide you to be better traders. Okay, now without further ado, let's begin. Did I forget anything else? Oh, okay. And you can also see the upcoming webinars, right? We have our Chinese webinars. Where is it? We have our Chinese webinars too, which is done by my colleagues. I think the latest ones are not updated. I'm just curious, any of you guys here happen to speak Bahasa Indonesia or Bahasa Melayu, right? Is there anyone here that actually speaks that language? Oh, Carl, you do a bit. All right, interesting. Um, I guess leave there for a long time. Okay, I see. We'll probably be getting someone on starting from middle of probably end of September onwards. Selamat Patang, thank you, Sawa. Right, we'll probably be doing not me for sure, but yeah, we'll probably bring someone on to give you a guidance when it comes to Bahasa Indonesia, Bahasa Melayu, right, to teach you guys better. Okay, now let us begin. Let us begin, guys. Um, Saida, you're late. That's terrible. It's terrible. It's a cardinal sin. No worries. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for tuning in. But we're just beginning. What is my FX book? All right, guys. So let's begin. I love today's session. My FX book. If you don't use it already, please use it. It's very it's useful for you to particularly in tracking your portfolio. So you can come here, you can actually attach your MT4 account to MyFX book, right? So when you attach your MT4 account to MyFX book, it basically helps you track stuff, right? So let's just say we look at something like this, um, a little bit dodgy, right? Because what the hell is Forex for you? I'm not sure which broker is this, right? But yeah, a little bit dodgy, but it helps you track a lot of things, right? And when it comes to improving your trading strategy. How many of you guys here use a trading, I lost that word, a trading journal? How many of you guys here use a trading journal? Can you share with me? How many of you guys here use a trading journal? The guy who gave me the whiskey, I don't think he's here today. But anyway, still open it to drink a bit, right? Yeah, how many of you guys use it, right? Okay, quite a number of you guys do, right? Adam use it, Joel, Francis, Stefani, sorry. Iwal, Graham. Hey, Graham, nice to see you, right? Andre, yeah, Saida, you use it, but proceed actually help you in beginner, right? After reading Trading in Zone, you're using it, that's great. One of the best trading journals out there, besides FX Blue, is actually my FX book. So let me show you how you can actually, after accumulating quite a bit of results, how you can actually fine tune your trading strategy, right? So we're just looking at random trading strategy here, right? Some of the good stuff, right, is that you can click on something like, okay, this only has $. Let me just find Ninja Trainer. Right? Is this my FX book? I'm pretty sure I just jumped from my FX book to auto trade, right? See, I'm on my FX book now. When I click on Ninja Trainer, it takes me over to auto trade, right? So yeah, you can see auto trade by my FX book. But anyway, damn it, they don't really have a deeper kind of analysis here. Let me see if I have it. Well, that is dumb. It's not just. Let me just show you another one. Let's use Algol FX RB. Okay, so you can click on this thing like summary, right? And you can see which are your most profitable strategies, right? In this case, it's overly weighted in pound yen, of course, right? So, but right off the bat, you can filter and can see which one are your most profitable strategies, right? So in this case, this guy obviously has very little losing trades, a lot of winning trades. So let's just see RB. I guess RB is short for arbitrage, right? It sounds like it means arbitrage, but I guess it actually means martingale. So please be very careful about that. Anyway, just looking at this, right? This is a bad example. Let me just pick a artificial general intelligence shit, right? Summary. Yeah, okay. This is a more realistic, I guess, summary. This is a more trade wrong. I have not recipe for future disaster. I think I stayed out from it, right? But yeah, just looking at this, right? So with enough trading that has gone on, right? This actually looks like a more realistic kind of trading strategy, but you can actually filter and see that, okay, out of all your trading strategies, right, instead of focusing on this whole bunch of trading strategies and getting mediocre returns, as you can see over here, right, what you can do instead is you can filter out and just focus on the main the winning ones, right? So let's just look at this and we realize that maybe from just here onwards, this currency pair, right, the trading strategy tends to work the best around, right? Because you have a hit rate of above 70%, right? Your total returns is, is still profitable, right? If you go a little bit lower, right, that is where, maybe your hit rate drops, falls quite a bit. This one, your hit rate is maybe 50%, 50%. That is one way you can filter. After you trade enough, I'm not talking about one or two trades, right? But maybe after having a couple, 20, 30, 40, 50 trades, you start to notice a pattern that you tend to trade very well in pound dollar. This guy has an 83% win rate on pound dollar, right? On euro dollar, he has an 82%, right? So those are things that you probably focus a little bit more on. That's how you kind of fine tune your trading strategy a little bit more, a little bit more. Hourly, he realized which are the winners and losers. So obviously, he noticed that he has the majority of his 30% of his trades are losing trades on the 10th hour of the day. So you probably want to stay away from that. On daily, right, you can see which are his main winners and losers. So some days, you might have more losers, some days you might have more winners, right? So these are ways that you can kind of hey Junite, you're late again. No worries, no worries. Welcome to the show, man. Right. So yeah, these are ways that you can what's the word for it, further fine tune your trading strategy, right? So this is one of the benefits of MyFX book. And from here, right, MyFX book was collecting a lot of different traders, right, seeing their different trading strategies. And from here, right, what they managed to do is they managed to find good traders, right? And they turn them into portfolios where you can trade. So on IC markets, when you go under quick start, you notice that there are a few ways that you can copy. Zulu trade, there's MT4, and there's MyFX book auto trade. MyFX book auto trade, you can follow the instructions here on how to get started, right? Blah blah blah. What makes a difference, right? Follow the instructions, very straightforward. I will not cover that simple stuff. Instead, I will cover the slightly more interesting stuff, which a little bit more advanced, right? Francis, I'm not sure what you mean by does it collect trading pictures open and close. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit more on that for me? Right, but see, in this case, right, we're just looking for different trading strategies. Our like best scalper over here, right? IC markets, awesome stuff, reliable broker, right? So see summary, you can see daily. So this guy only trades on 2 times in the day, right? At the start and right at the end. Okay, daily you can see which one he trades the best, right? So obviously on Monday he has 87% winning trades, right? Tuesday 73, 70, 70, 69. So technically 87% winning trades, really good. Okay. Um, yeah, they do have a snapshot of the trades, if that's what I mean. Historical trades, yeah, you can see how it, pretty detailed on, when they got in the trade, what is the drawdown on the trade. So if you want to see a martingale, right, you notice that for martingale, right, I'm going to take a screenshot here. Martingale, this part here, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, right? But yeah, a martingale, usually the drawdown per trade tends to be very, very huge, right? You can see the entry accuracy, exit accuracy. That's a great thing about MyFX book, is really, really advanced kind of analytics behind it. You can see the stop loss and take profit. So run like the wind if you realize that someone doesn't use a stop loss. Okay, but of course this one is a little bit fishy for me because I'm always seeing him take he has a really big 40 and 10, 40, 10, 40, 10, but none of his trades actually hit his profit, right? It kind of looks like he's scalping a lot, which might not be very profitable for most accounts, because what the heck, man, if you're scalping 0.8 pips, even if, I mean, IC markets, you probably can get a little bit of profit from it, but naturally with commission, you might not even be able to make a lot of money, right? So that's the danger when it comes to scalpers. When you are looking at other people to copy too, one, I'm just gonna put it out there that one that you definitely probably want to stay away from are those that talk about arbitrage. Okay, anything that talks about arbitrage is always a little bit dodgy, okay, because it is very hard to replicate arbitrage, right? Sometimes they talk about triangular arbitrage, calculation arbitrage, but I would kind of try to stay away from arbitrage trading, right? Because that is arbitrage. The concept of arbitrage is that you're trying to exploit an inefficiency in the market to make money. Like maybe when news release, there's some lag here and there, right? sometimes the results look a little bit too good to be true. Usually arbitrage trading, try to stay away from it. Of course, when you look at this historically, historical summary, if this person has like this person has 98% wins every time, you need to be a little bit careful, right? Because it might not be easily replicable in the real world. All right, let's just see. As you can see over here, a lot of it is super duper scalping, no stop loss, no take profits. The duration is 9 seconds, right? 3-4 seconds. So this is what they mean by arbitrage, right? Yeah, Francis, sometimes not that you can your account close for arbitrage, but just the very nature of looking at this, right? The open and close of a trade 4 seconds, right? um Naturally it's very, very unlikely that you can do this. You can replicate this across other brokers. You can replicate it even across a single account, because the technology to copy trades, just opening and closing it for 4 seconds, it is, in some sense, is not really replicable, right? So if you're talking about something in a trade, the numbers look very good, but when you copy it, you realize you get a little bit of shit results. Okay, so yeah, something to take note of, right? Something definitely to take note of, right? When it comes to copy trading, they look very good, but stay away from arbitrage trading, and especially from brokers that you've never heard before, like Grinta Invest. Right? Look for the bigger brokers. There are a lot of I'll tell you the truth. There are a lot of dodgy brokers out there, right? It's very easy to get some sort of like broker license, MT4 license, right? And they actually play with their they play with their price feed, right? They play what they play they play with their price feed so that they manipulate it so that it looks very good, right? And because it looks very good, many people want to use the brokerage to copy some of the trades, and they're like, oh yeah, if you want to copy these trades, the only way you can do it is with a Grinta Invest or something, right? So the importantly, right, it is very manipulatable, right? So you want to stay away from things that look too good to be true, right? Go for the more go for stuff that 10% drawdown, 20% drawdown, a little bit more realistic, and it's not based on like some super super high latency arbitrage kind of opportunity to help you make money, right? So my FX bucks on open trades best. So that's right, Adam, right? So it is true. Sometimes it bugs out. Now, when you try to copy stuff, right? You on my FX book, when you try to click something like copy, okay, let's just go to one of the popular systems, and you would notice it takes you to this place, right? Like, okay, I want to copy. Please, in order to copy this system for a monthly subscription, invite this share so that it's available through signalstart.com. Then the first thing you're going to say, what the hell is Signal Start, right? So you click on Signal Start and it takes you to this page where maybe, okay, basically it looks like a place where you can copy people's accounts. I actually did a little bit of the slides earlier. When it comes to Signal Start versus Auto Trade, right? Signal Start versus Auto Trade, right? Both of them are powered by my FX book, right? So let me just go here, right? You scroll to the bottom, is powered by my FX book. You go Auto Start, you scroll all the way to shit. Right, scroll to the bottom is technology by my FX book. So what in the world is Signal Start and what in the world is Auto Trade? So let's look at one of the answers that it gave, right? So I say Auto Trade signals are handpicked, right? Accounts must be verified before a user applies it to auto trade. But for Signal Start, systems are not handpicked, but all the accounts are verified by default, because the reason why they're verified by default is because they are you need to key in your account login details, so the data is fetched directly from the brokers. So that is the difference, right? I can just go to Signal Start over here, right? And I can put my own account as a signal provider, right? Okay, Forex signals, right? I can put my own account as a signal provider, right? I can subscribe to different signals over here, but the difference with it, right? The difference with it is that there's I can add account. If I'm not wrong, I can add, yeah, I can add a demo account. Just let me show you, right? I can add anything. I can be a signal provider, right? They'll say a signal must have 30 days of trading, at least $100 balance, right? But I can pick any, I can pick any IC markets, I can pick the demo server. So the danger about Signal Start, right, is that any guy can use a demo account. So let's just look at like Forex signals, right? Yes, and you'll notice that instead of a profit sharing, what happens is that you pay a certain price every month to copy their trades, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. Now, the danger of it is that a lot of these are demo accounts, right? So when you come in here, yeah, sure, this is real account, but you're telling me in one day you jump from 152% to 3,923%, a little bit dodgy for me. Okay, so that's the danger about auto signal start, right? Sometimes it's a little bit too good to be true. Like if you filter, look at this, profit hacker trades. This is what 2 million%, right? A little bit, click on it, and what the hell is trader FXP? I've never heard of this broker before, right? Very easily manipulated, right? So it is really, 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 really not a place where you kind of want to copy these people, right? So some of you guys might land here, and yeah, yes, drawdown 67%, yikes, right? And a lot of it I feel is not very is the brokers. Okay, let's look at reputable brokers. Okay, let's filter IC markets. All right, IC markets, we got a couple over here, and let's just say IC markets with profit factor above 1.2. Okay, now with a trading record of at least 6 months, right? Okay, we got a couple over here, right? And of course, our drawdown, we want it to be less than at least 15%. Right, we are filtered down to this few over here. These are people, maybe they're worth kind of looking. Let me see. Okay, their gains, definitely I want it below 1000% because I don't want any crazy shit going around, right? Okay, so we got a couple of decent people here. So this is what I mean by actually being able to use it to kind of filter a bit, right? So let's look at Dollar Ninja, right? Dollar Ninja, real your IC markets. Okay, so this guy really makes money with his account. It's a drawdown of 14%, right? Then of course, you know what I like to do? I like to come here and I like to look at the trades, right? Oh, 0.04, 0.04, 0.08 times 2 times 2. Guys, what what does this remind you of? Oh, Francis, you right, yo. Don't worry, Junai. You turn it around one day. What does this remind you of, guys? Our friend Martin, yeah. First name Martin, second name Gil, right? So if you get it right, Mr. Martingale, right? So he doubles up each time he loses a trade. Of course, that works until he blows it up, right? So what was the maximum amount he ever went to, right? The maximum amount he ever went to was 1.14. So he kept doubling, 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 right? Just to go to 1.1, 1.44. So martingale strategies bound to blow up one day. So please stay away from them. So even though it looks nice, right, Mr. Dollar Ninja, before you know it, you don't even know what might hit you, right? So now you can't really filter out martingale somehow. There are a few ways you can do it, yeah, there are a few ways you can. It's a little bit hard to filter out martingale, right? But anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on signal start. I want to take you to the next place, which is auto start, right? Which is the FX auto trade shit. Sorry, right? So at FX auto trade, the great thing is that you can come to your dashboard, right? Once you register, you can open up a demo account. So open up a demo account, you can open up a live account, you can open up a provider account. Just open up your account with IC Markets before I head in here. But what I recommend is, first you open up a demo account to get started. So I opened up a demo account with a very creative name called Test, right? And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look for people to copy, right? Go click on systems, right? I'm going to see all these different people here. Now, let me see. The problem with this is that it's a little bit hard to filter different stuff. But the good thing is that all of this has been handpicked by my Facebook, right? So I'm going to click on Night Eagle, for example. So a great first filter is to filter based on the number of subscribers, right? So I'm going to filter based on number of subscribers. And this guy, rank number 5, real USD, IC markets, right? A verified trader. Is he decent? I would say it's decent. You cannot fake an account on IC markets. That's the most important thing, right? Decent drawdown, 14% for a 253% gain. Right, so this guy honestly is not looking too bad. Let me just look at it through my super critical lenses, right? And I may see his okay, no, different currency pairs that he's trading, right? The lot size, it doesn't double each time. It doesn't double each time. He does hit his take profit once in a while, right? You can see that he does hit his take profit every now and then. His duration, right? It varies. Yeah, that is decent. The gains are not doubling each time. So I'm just looking at this, and I think that it is a pretty decent kind of guy, right? It's a diversified portfolio that he's using, right? Pretty diversified. He doesn't have any super big floating losses. His average holding time 11 hours. Win percentage 73%. That is good for me, right? I don't want those that are above 90 something percent. Those are a little bit more dangerous, right? Yeah, the trade management is slightly different, weird because it doesn't change lot size. I think we need to get him to watch our webinar, right? On like how we can actually change lot size to take advantage of it, right? I do see that he it's a little bit weird sometimes. He has very tight take profits and stop loss sometimes, right? So you probably need a scalping account for this, right? Because his average profit seems to be relatively low. Okay, so this guy, I think it's not bad. I'm going to click on auto trade. So auto trade, when you click on it, the first thing, you can pick the account, right? And then you can pick the multiplier. So they'll talk about a hypothetical daily return based on like $100,000 account, which I have. So if you're feeling slightly riskier, you can follow a multiplier of 1. So minimum balance, they will recommend the rough minimum balance for you to trade. So you can increase it, you can increase it, you can increase it. The more you increase it, the more the margin increases. But it also shows you what your hypothetical drawdown might be. So you increase the multiplier too much, you notice that your drawdown you have a chance of going to even 43% drawdown. So I like to kind of keep it. I like to keep it at least below 15% most of the time. So a multiplier of 1, kind of keeps it below 15. I'll be roughly making 0.21% each day. Each month we might be making this much, right? Agree to the terms and conditions and you click OK, right? So from here, you go over to your account, you look at it, you manage, and you will be able to see that this is one of the systems I am copying, right? So this is where it gets exciting, right? Leverage. I personally if you're doing signal copying, you probably want to go for higher leverage, right? But don't in terms of the multiplier, don't go beyond 1, right? As in like um, if you have a multiplier 1 here, you have a multiplier 1, you have a multiplier 1, you have multiplier 1. It actually puts you in a very dangerous position because you are essentially trading 4 full strategies on yourself, right? So rather, what I would think is safer to do is, however many strategies you have here, if they're really low drawdown in nature, right? So you notice that they say the average hypothetical drawdown might be like this, right? So it's always kind of safer to don't see, the more you increase, the more the overall drawdown might increase. So be careful about that whenever you're picking systems to trade. Okay, so yeah, 1:30 is good amount, right? I'm saying that because it has an inbuilt kind of a risk management allocation. You cannot risk more than your trading, right? So having a low drawdown actually kind of helps in some sense, when it comes to reducing your ability to go in crazy. But if you know how to manage drawdown, it can be a really great thing to use. Okay, but anyway, we're Night Eagle, right? And I'm just curious whether Night Eagle, my FX book, I I'm not sure if I can find it on my FX book. Nay, I don't think I can. Um, Let me just close this off. Close this off. Where is it? Okay, let me just try to see our paridium. So there are ways to actually try to analyze it a little bit more. I wish it kind of shows me the performance a little bit more. So this is slightly irritating, right? Slightly irritating. You, Ideally, we should be able to, what's the word for it? Let me see. Yeah, ideally we should be able to drill in a little bit more, but it seems like for this case, we're not able to do it that well. We can't drill in so much, which is frustrating because what you can do is you can go into your dashboard and you can manage it, right? And you can actually do this thing where you can click edit, right? And then you get to control stuff here, right? So imagine you notice that this guy in particular, Mr. Night Eagle, tends to trade very well in the euro dollar. So you can expand this and you can actually say, okay, I want to sorry, let me open this. I want to which symbols you want to ignore, right? I want to ignore every symbol, sorry, tongue tied again. Every symbol except euro dollar, right? I only want him to trade euro dollar. So this is ways that you can further fine tune it. After following this guy for a while, you notice that every signal he opens, he loses money except euro dollar, right? So this is one useful way you can do to kind of just copy euro dollar. And then you notice, right, you come here and he's like, man, this guy always loses money on Fridays. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disable, right? I'm going to disable all his hours on Friday. So I don't want him to trade on Friday because this guy loses money on Friday. So this is what happens. You don't open any new trades on Friday, and then you notice that first thing on Monday when he wakes up, he also loses money. You disable it then, so you can actually fine tune it pretty much. Yeah, Andre, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool where you can fine tune this. You can fine tune the trading hours, right? You can control the number of lot sizes, right? That this guy is able to open. What's the total number of open trades and orders which are allowed? So this is based on a number, right? You can have a drawdown. So maybe this guy loses more than 10% of your account, right? Like you put 10 over here. Oh shit, right? Yeah, you put 10 here. Then once it goes beyond 10%, it will stop you from copying this guy. And last one, the fixed lots, right? It also shows the guy how many fixed lots open his trade with fixed lots. Yeah, so if you want to override his like whatever strategy it has with purely fixed lots, you can do this too. Okay. Yes, Andrea, sorry, my neck is screwed up, man. I just went for like acupuncture, but I think it's just the way the height of my desk or something makes it very, yeah, it makes it very, I know, I just need to stretch it. Like this part here just feels terrible. Right, it's been a long day for me. Yeah, don't touch the neck. I got it. Yes. So yeah, but still taking trades during the week. Yeah, Junite, you can actually fine tune it to just take trades like the red ones are the particular day an hour where you don't want it to take to trade, right? Yeah, I'll try not to overstretch, right? Yeah, one day you just see me collapse here. Now, so some of the things that you might notice about this guy is that maybe you notice that he let me just clear all. You notice that he most of his buy trades are profitable, so you can choose to only copy his buy trades, right? Then you realize that his sell trades are not profitable, right? So you can choose not to copy his sell trades, right? So these are some of the additional things that you can do, right? When it comes to fine tuning the way you copy it. Yeah, 5G antenna. Yeah, man, yeah. They injected that into me, right? Um, Okay, guys, I will stop stretching. Got it. You guys really care, right? So I'll stop stretching a bit. Now, uh, a yeah. So yeah, total number of lots, total number of open trades. So you notice this guy, if he tends to have a habit of opening too many trades, you can limit the number of open trades he has. You can limit the number of total lots that he has open too. So it's pretty useful here when it comes to how you can copy him. And once you know you've done it, can have an analysis and you can see like, oh, how much he has made, what symbols make the most money, lose the most money, right? This is where you can see the performance when it comes to that. You can also simulate it, right? But it's not that useful, right? Simulating kind of just makes you feel great, right? But in all honesty, when it comes to let's just say, let's try to simulate it. uh, Please select at least one provider. Yeah, okay, let's select Mr. Night Eagle, right? Simulating, of course, you're gonna make money because this guy's profitable, right? I start simulation, right? Oh yeah, of course you lose grade over here, right? It's not that you can think about simulation is that okay, maybe you can select multiple people, right? Let's see. Yeah, you have a portfolio of people putting it together, and you start simulation. Then you see what will have your performance, or how all of their performance would kind of be like over like this period of time, right? So you can create different profiles there. We'll not dive too deep into it, right? But yeah, this is the kind of system. Um, Maybe if your monitors were higher, it will force you to look up and take pressure off your neck, or it's lower. Right? Maybe if I'm just like looking down, looking out, not sure, right? There must be a correct height for my monitors, man. Yeah, and looking down all the time, looking up all the time, not sure, right? But yeah, anyway, without digressing too much, this is one of the ways, right? You can actually simulate and see how you will perform over a certain period of time. Maybe you want to take this strategy and say how you will perform over the entire COVID period, and then you notice that suddenly a strategy does not seem so good, right? So these are some of the useful things of MyFX book auto trade. Really, really cool stuff. So yeah, if I were telling you to look at some of the systems, right? Okay, let's just look at. I'm just going to look at the top. I'm just going to look at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, eight systems. Oh, we looked at this already. Okay, this guy IC markets, of course, awesome, awesome stuff. We are IC markets, right? Real broker, so you cannot hide away from that. Rank number one, right? Low drawdown, good gains, right? No floating P&L, right? Historical trades, same thing. It looks like he holds it for different varying amount of times. Different, not doubling up. This is good, right? These are the few main things I kind of look out for, right? This guy, total safe, right? I guess he's trying to follow he's just trying to follow the turtle traders or something. Yeah, I will go through Fibonacci in tomorrow's session actually. So yeah, tune in for tomorrow's session. But yeah, looking at this about 30% drawdown, slightly risky. Let's see if their drawdown occurred on one day actually in particular, right? Yeah, it kind of happened in this day, right? Other days were relatively okay, but let's see. When it comes to historical traits, right? Let's see historical traits. Most okay, doesn't look like it's martingale. It's a mix of different strategies, right? So it doesn't look like it's martingale. So it might be one that is decent, but let me just take a closer look. Let me just take a closer look. Um, Maybe I can uncover something. Gold, sell. By different timings. Okay, I think it's still okay. Right, it's probably not a martingale strategy. Right. Let's look at this. 3% drawdown, right? Whoa, this is definitely not 3%, man. It went from 13 to 5, right? So that's not 3% drawdown. Way more than that. Okay, but one important thing that you guys want to look out for, right, is the balance. You want to make sure there's a decent amount of balance in there, right? Because like this guy, he only has $1,000 in his account. It's not that yeah, it's not that don't send me yeah, yeah, you can go to my FX boot, yeah. Right. So yeah, okay, 29% drawdown is not good, so please don't consider it, right? But yeah, this balance is a little bit little, so I'll be a little bit um be a little bit worried, right? Nice to see that, it's IC markets again, one of the top traders, IC markets, right? But yeah, balance low is a little bit tricky for me because this guy has less skin in the game, right? Compared to this guy, have a slightly more skin in the game, again, another IC markets as one of the top guys. That's great. Um, that's great. Historical traits looks relatively fishy. Let me see. It looks okay. It looks okay. Alpari, always slightly cautious about Alpari, but this guy's decent. 183%, 18% drawdown, right? We're going to look at historical traits. Okay, he does hit his take profit, he does hit his stop loss, right? It looks relatively okay, right? No alarm bells ringing. I'm trying to look for one with alarm bells which are ringing through the roof. IC markets, okay, okay, IC markets, historical trade, most of it fine, same. Hmm. Most of them seems to be pretty okay to me. Another IC markets, right? You can tell that all the best traders are created by IC markets, right? So yeah, you don't have an account yet, go open one with them, right? Which one is too good to be true, man? Let me see the gains. Let's see. 800 and okay, this guy, I guess, probably not very good. 92% drawdown. So yeah, at one point in time, he had 92% drawdown, so please be careful, right? I guess I'm not sure when it was, right? But at one point in time, he had 92% drawdown. So yeah, please be careful. I'm not sure is it that much of price action, right? Because no serious price action trader will allow yourself to get to 92% drawdown, right? Uh, yeah, Delores, if you need help, just ping the IC markets. They should be more than glad to help out, right? But yeah, it looks like the good thing about FX auto trade, right, is that a lot of them has been filtered. You can see a lot of them use IC markets. That means the copying conditions of the trades are the best, right? IC markets to IC markets, right? It helps in the helps in ensuring that the accuracy of the trades that are copied over compared to IC markets and some other broker or some other broker to IC markets, right? So in this case, you notice that most of the top traders are all IC markets. Most of the most subscribed traders are all IC markets. So that's a good thing for you to take note of, right? So yeah, I guess that is important point of distinction when it comes to copying trading, right? Most of the trades look okay, honestly. In some, um, I mean, not that I'm just trying to see if there's an anomaly somewhere, but it looks like yeah, FX auto trade kind of filters out the martingale strategies, so you see less of it, right? So it's pretty good, but I wish that they actually allowed us to kind of filter and see like within GBP, JPI, for example, which were the profitable ones. What you can do is you can actually export to CSV. So if you are a wizard when it comes to Excel, right, I'm going to show you how you can do that, right? Of course, I'm not a wizard, but I could show you, for example, right, from here, you can filter out, right? You can filter out based on like the different symbols, right? Based on the profit, right? Then you can see which symbol gave you the best profit, right? And then from there, you know which are the best performing symbols, you know which are the best performing dates. If you can filter whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here, right? Whether buy is better or sell is better, right? So I I'm stuck at Excel, right? But I think C Trader might be able to link to my FX book to the yeah, C Trader can be linked to my FX book, right? So yeah, you filter, and once you get the numbers from here, which are maybe this guy trades pound dollar really great, right? Then some pairs you don't trade that great. Then when you do auto trade and follow him, right? What you want to do, of course, is after you are auto trading. Oh, why can't I? Oh, agreed to this. Other your auto trade, right? Same thing. You go over to your dashboards, accounts, manage it, and you realize that this guy, trades really well. SFE price action. He trades. he trades really well with pound dollar only. You come in here and then you filter out, right? I select all, I only want him to trade pound dollar, right? So you can do your own little analysis over here too, okay? And you click save. Right, so I hope that gives you a really deep insight into my FX book, the way of auto trading, right? You can tell that the quality is much better from some of the other copy trading platforms out there. So some of them have my stamp of approval. It is good also to use it to double check your trading strategy. So sometimes if you are going long on euro dollar and you realize that all these profitable traders are all going short on euro dollar, then maybe you need to be careful. You might help you filter out some of your trades where you realize that instead of going against 5 of the most popular traders, maybe you might want to sit out of that trade. So it's actually a great way where you can double check yourself when it comes to trading. Okay, yeah. But I guess that covers most of it for me in this session, guys. Right? I hope you learned. I hope you learned. Right? I'm just gonna take the last 5 minutes to finally open the whiskey. Finally open the whiskey. You got questions? Feel free to send them through. Right? I'm gonna take a chance to appreciate this whiskey over here. Nice whiskey. Today has been a tough day for me. Right? A really, 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 really tough day. So I'm gonna take this chance and drink a little about it myself. uh, Jen, man, mine is better than that, right? But I haven't got into so because I'm a webinar instructor, it might not be that easy to copy my trades, but I can teach over time, right? There might be some conflict of interest here and there, right? So whoa, this is strong, man. This is strong. Hmm. Just a bit, just a splash, just a splash, just a splash. Hey, cheers, guys. Cheers, guys. So yeah, I like to have it neat. I have my whiskey glass in here, but yeah, I like to have it neat so I can yeah, my drink enough and my bottle won't and my neck won't hurt. Yeah, cheers, Saida. Right, I'm not sure how many of you guys are whiskey drinkers here. What's your favorite whiskey? Can let me know. Yeah, to my health, thank you. Right, for those of you guys who are not we've came to the end of our session. I'm just having a chill session, just drinking a bit with the guys, right? So feel free to tune out. You want to hang out, you want to chat. I'm always here, right? I kind of like to take a little bit of time at end of sessions to just relax a bit. Oh, Dalwini, yeah, that's a nice one. Port Charlotte, I love Port Charlotte. Port Charlotte is very peaty, right? Very peaty. I actually have 2 Port Charlottes at home, right? I actually think the Octomar is pretty good too. Book recommendations. Um, you'll be surprised at my book recommendations, right? I see if I actually Audible. I do I even have my stats over here? Account details, I guess. Now, let me taste this. Smooth, but whoa, it tastes interesting. I'm in the middle of a session. Yeah, okay, see. Hey, sorry, one of my guys wanna come in. uh, uh, no, I don't have it here. Never mind. I can show you on my camera instead, right? No, interesting is good. It goes on very smooth. I can't put a finger to the taste. It's definitely not sweet, right? It's not sweet. It's not that peaty. I need to do a little bit of yeah. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe next time you guys, yeah, maybe it goes better with cigar. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can tell, right? I'm not a connoisseur, right, when it comes to tasting this kind of stuff, right? Right, it's not bad. Right? I can drink this neat, right? It's smooth, right? It goes down easy, right? But I can't really I put a finger on the taste. Right? I can't really put it. Oh yeah, so you'd be surprised at the number of books I read. Let me see if I have it on my Audible over here, right? Let me just show you guys profile. Let me see. I'm not sure if you can see this, right? But this is the number of books that I have read to date, right? Every year I read about 10 books, right? I read about 10 books, so we got about 147 books to date, right? Constantly trying to improve everything from business to personal to mental health to trading, right? So yeah, it's not day per year, man. 100 is per year, right? So there's 147 books over a 10-year period, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, or it's 8-year period. About 8-year period. Dude, 10 books per day? Are you crazy? Unless it's like fairy tale stories or something. Yeah, it's like fairy tale stories. Right. Anyway, I want to give a shout out. Shout out the guy who gave me this. Thank you for giving to me for my birthday. Right. Really appreciate it. If you guys want to send, yeah, if you guys want to send whiskey over, by all means, I'm fine with it. Right. Uh, yeah, North Korea dictator does it. Yeah. Yep. He won the World Cup. Yeah, he scored the winning goal in the World Cup. That guy. Awesome stuff, man. In my country, whiskey is called Corona Killer. Are you serious? Yeah, awesome stuff, man. Lagavulin, I love Lagavulin, John. Right. Yeah, it's a very peaty whiskey too, right? One of the peatiest ones. Talisker North, interesting. I never tried that before. I never tried that before. Right. So, no worries, Jalan. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for tuning in. Jameson, Irish whiskey. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it. Maybe I go get it in the next session. Right. I don't have a cigar with me, so not yet. Not yet. But today's session was great. Nice to see that a lot of you guys tuned in all the way through. Yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot about corporate trading. It's not that, I feel that you can use it to complement your style of trading, to double check your own trading strategy, right? To help you trade while you're getting up to speed, right? But very importantly, I think it's very useful to help you double check your trading strategy. Copy 10 people who are very good in getting euro dollar correct, right? And then you use it to filter out your own trades with euro dollar. It helps you trade better, right? So those are some things that yeah, you can actually try to learn and implement, right? Yeah, Francis, give me a birthday present next year. Okay, that's right, man. That's right. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Oh yeah, you got a trade on Euro Aussie. Yeah, it's a great trade. It bounced all the way up. Got in on Euro Dollar, also bounced all the way up. Guys will make good money on that Adam Hazel, right? Hope you guys making money. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's session, same time, same place, live webinar analysis. And yeah, it'll be an awesome session looking at markets together again, man. See you tomorrow, guys. Yeah, Pound Aussie RP. I told you, Junai. Right. Take care, guys. Take care. Oh, Todd Morgan. All right. I'll learn that, Saida. Thank you very much. Yeah, session is recorded. It'll be on YouTube next week, Friday. Okay, or maybe this week, Friday, actually. Right. Ciao. See you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe, trade safe, and peace out, guys. No worries. We do a poll tomorrow instead. The poll tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, do you guys, if those guys who wants to do a poll for me, just do it really quickly. Junite, please don't rate me 1, right? I don't know who keeps rating me 1. It's so irritating, right? But yeah, let me know how I've done for the day. This is all sent to IC Market. So yeah, just send you your polls. We look through. I just hope that no one rates me a 1 again. So frustrating. Anyway, you got 98%, around 95%, rate more than 4 and 5. Thank you very much for your votes. Right. Yeah, thank you very much. Right. Yeah, I'm going to close today's session. Thank you. We got a good 94% who went above 4 and 5. Thank you very much. Right. I wish you guys all the best. I will see you tomorrow for another trading session. Cheers and peace out, guys. Cheers and peace out. Bye bye. See you. How do I end this webinar? Okay, see you guys. Bye. Thank you, Prasad. Thank you.